Now I have Sean Meehan from Barrington's Bridge in BRUREE and now living in Limerick back here with me again today, and he's going to tell a story and he's also going to sing a few songs. So away you go, Sean.
Ladies and gentlemen, could I have your attention for about 8 or 9 minutes? I'm going to talk about TDs, politically. Some people think the TDs can get you the sun, moon and stars. They can only do so much. There was this man in his 50s, and he was looking for a woman. And he was finding it very hard to get a woman. And he went to his local TD and he asked him, could you get me a woman? And the TD said to him, there's an election coming up now shortly, he said, and if you canvass for me, and if I get elected, I get you a woman. Election came up, your man canvassed, and the TD got elected, and he got him a woman. Now this is a woman, she'd take no prisoners. She'd shoot from the hip. Everything went great between them for 4 or 5 months, and this day, he said to his woman, I'm going to the races. He went to the races, he won a few pounds, and he went drinking, and he drank more than was good for him. He came home and he was a bit abusive to her, he could be a bit rough to her. And then she went along, and she got the fire shovel, and she belted him with the fire shovel. She gave him black eyes and a bloody nose. He wasn't able to see his friends for about a month. Called no guards, she took it all in her own hands, and she had no trouble ever after. She never had to use the fire shovel after. They lived happily for years after. But there was another case in where a nun, a young nun, she came out of the convent. And the father and mother were devastated. And they wanted the right Quran to go back and rejoin the nuns, and she wouldn't. So they went to their local TD. So what happened in this case, there was a young tradesman, he went in to do a job in the convent. And this young nun put her eye on him. And it was love at first sight. She came out and she linked up with him and she married him. They were very happy. Now that TD couldn't do much there. He couldn't stop the course of love. He might as well be trying to stop the tide. There's another case in where this woman, she buried her husband. And she had 2 teenage daughters. And they refused to go to Mass. No way could she get them to go to Mass. So she went and she had a chat with her local TD. But Betty failed. Religion was not on their radar. And there was another couple, they were anxious to get their daughter a bank job. Now he could have success there if he had what they call pull with the bank officials. Then there was another story about this young woman. She used to swim in the nude, and she was about to get married. And she went to her local TD to know could he get her a house out near a lake in a very remote place. She used to swim in the nude in the daytime, and she wanted to be away from the praying eyes of the public. Now, that would be a hard one to get what she was looking for. And then there was another woman, she went to her TD, she was married, and her husband was only making love to her once a month, and she wanted him to make love more often. So, whatever he said to your man, he had success. Because the wife went back to him a couple of months after and she thanked the TD. There. Where there's a will, there's a way. And then there was a story about this man. He was having an affair with his neighbour's wife in the Haven. And it was supposed to be a secret affair. But when he'd have fun with his neighbour's wife in the Haven, when he joined the family, his clothes were all hayseeds, and that gave away the game. So, family found out what he was at, but they did nothing about it. And this went on for a number of years. And he developed an illness that couldn't be cured. And they got terribly concerned about their father, that he wouldn't get to heaven. Over what he was doing with his neighbour's wife. He was romping with his neighbour's wife in the Haven. Believe it or not, didn't they go to their TD? Now, I don't know what they expected the TD to do. The only thing he could suggest was to throw plenty holy water on them and hope for the best. Now, I don't know why they were so concerned, because what he was doing in the Hairban was harmless. There were men out there and they raped women and beat them up and they destroyed their lives. And there was also husbands and they murdered their wives. And that would be a terrible serious crime in the eyes of God and in the eyes of the land. But whether he got to heaven or not, we don't know, because nobody ever comes back from that, the other world. But it's a way of life. People have been going to TDs for generations, and will continue going to TDs. It's a great communication between the TD and these transitions. It's made easier now, the TDs, they have clinics and mobile phones, and they do a good job. They do their best, just the same as the doctor or the physio. And as I say, it's a great way of life. We have to take life as it comes. So, thank you very much for listening to me. Now,
Thanks, Sean.
oh yes, I have to change.
Now Sean is going to sing a song called Casey Daly.
1, 2. Come down from the mountains, Katy Daly. Come down from the mountains, Katy Do. Can't you hear us calling, Katy Daly? We want to drink your Irish Mountain Dew. For old man Katy came from Tipperary in the pioneer years of 42. For old man was shot in Tombstone City for the making of the Irish Mountain Dew. Pick up and pay attention, Katy Daly. I am the judge that's going to sentence you. All the boys in court drank your Irish Mountain Dew, and tell the truth to Katy, I drank some too. So up the jail they took poor Katy Daly. But soon the gates they opened wide, an angel came and took poor Katy Daly far across the great divide. Come down the mountains, Katy Daly. Come down from the mountains, Katy Daly. Can't you hear us calling, Katy Daly? We want to drink your Irish Mountain Dew. So at the golden gates of Katy Daly, St. Peter said, good brewers, you have put view. Step inside the golden gates, good Katy, and start to make your heavenly Mountain Dew. Come down the mountains, Katy Daly. Come down from the mountains, Katy Daly. Can't you hear us calling, Katy Daly? We want to drink your Irish Mountain Dew. She never more will come down the mountains. She never more will come down from the mountains. And we never more will drink her Irish Mountain Dew. We never more will drink her Irish Mountain Dew. Thank you.
Very good.
Thank you.
Thanks, Sean.